Hi, I'm your host, MONTEL. And today on Military Makeover Operation Career, we've got 4 inspirational stories of veterans who found gainful employment after leaving the military. Our first story focuses on a company that provides quality medical care in the areas of emergency and patient relocation services. Global Medical Response recognizes the unique skills that vets offer, so they actively recruit folks who'd like to continue being of service.
Natural disasters and unanticipated violent acts are unfortunately a constant reminder that we live in a complicated world. Luckily, there are systems in place, companies that strive to not only provide emergency medical services in those times of need, but be the first line of response to any dangerous situation. Global Medical Response was formed by combining the industry leaders in air, ground, managed medical transportation, and community industrial specialty, and wildland fire services.
Global Medical Response is the parent organization for a lot of amazing brands that you see in the U.S., from Aerovac, Life Team, which does helicopters, to American Medical Response, the ground ambulance, to Rural Metro Fire Department, which provides service to communities, AirMed International, which flies patients in and out of the U.S. as needed for non-emergency care. So what we do is really bring together a lot of great community brands, help coordinate activities. This room here at NACOM is our National Disaster Center, and that's what that does. Times of disaster, the Global Medical Response Group all comes together as a large team to provide care to that local community at a moment's notice.
That's why Global Medical Response looks to our nation's veterans as a potential workforce suitably trained in life-saving techniques and skill sets.
Veterans that have been working abroad or even in the U.S. have to sometimes deal with very challenging incidents and events and be trained and ready to go at a moment's notice. GMR and emergency services, that's what we have to also do. We have to be able to get that 911 call, get that request from FEMA to respond, to be able to respond to all the assets that we have to help that one person. And military veterans, they bring that skill set, they bring years of training, years of consistent behavior, years of passion to helping others, and they bring that back into the civilian life, and that's really what emergency services is about, and why it's so amazing to have those team members involved with us.
I come from a military family. My father was retired military, and I'd been flying helicopters since I was 19. I went right out of high school. My entire military career, I flew gunships. I flew AH-1 Cobras, AH-64 Apaches, and I spent 20 years developing those skills. So when I came out of the military, I had to find a way of utilizing those skills, which really didn't have a purpose in the civilian sector, and apply them to what was available. Started looking around. I knew I wanted to fly. I knew I had the skill set that would be valuable to somebody out there, and that's what got me into air ambulance. I could use all of my aviation experience flying a helicopter, which I've always enjoyed doing, and now I use that skill set to actually help people. I've been in my current position as the chief pilot for about 5 years now. Everything has culminated to this point. Everything that I learned, the maturity, the experiences that I brought with me from the military have progressed me to the position that I'm in right now.
Global Medical Response has made a dedication to veterans to help transition them from their service to the nation to their service to the public.
I joined the military to make a difference, no matter what capacity I could make the difference in. My decision to go into the military was a pretty quick decision. I decided that I wasn't quite ready for college, so I did join the military to have my college paid for afterwards. So after my initial enlistment was up, I decided not to re-enlist in the military. My biggest fear in transitioning from service member to civilian life was being able to provide for my family. How will I provide for my daughter and feed her and clothe her and provide shelter for her? So going back to AMR settled that fear for me. While working full-time at AMR, I was able to accomplish all areas of my education, up to and including my master's degree. My experience in the military, along with my education and all of the experience I've received while working at AMR, allowed me to do exactly what I love to do, and it's just help people. It allows me to show my genuine love for people.
Global Medical Response is committed to their mission of providing care to the world at a moment's notice.
I think our company is built around our caregivers in the field. Our job, our world, is making sure that one caregiver is doing everything and has everything they need to provide care for that patient and save a life.
In this room, each and every person here, and communication centers just like it, we are the voice with no face. So we consider ourselves the first responders. We are the very first person to impact someone's life. There are going to be situations that touch you at the heart. But you also have to remember that you are the person to help and not the person to cry with them. At the end of the day, it's still one common goal. The military, we fight for our country. We in turn help people. I transitioned to the AMR environment where I still, in our own ways, we help our country all the time and the people in our country, and we help people every day.
For more information about Global Medical Response, go to globalmedicalresponse.com/careers.